Hello, my name is Evan Manning, and this is EDL 853 Special Education for School Leaders Introduction video. First, an overview. There will be four main subject areas in this presentation. One is the personal demographic. Two, a critical school reflection. Three, critical personal reflection. And four, a plan of special education practice and curriculum improvement with a funding analysis. Main point one was the personal demographic. I broke this up into two subsections. First, the school-related with the personal to follow. On the school-related area, first, I graduated from Shawnee Mission West High School in 2004, and then graduated with communications and teaching degrees from Emporia State University in Emporia, Kansas in 2010. My current teaching assignment is at Goddard Eisenhower High School in Goddard, Kansas, a western suburb of Wichita, and I've been there since the school opened in 2011. I coach tennis and debate at Eisenhower High School, and I love my job. I think that every day that I wake up, I'm excited to go, and I'm really there to try to help kids, and I'm passionate about the subject area, and that's something that I'm grateful for. To the left, you'll see a picture of my tennis team, and to the right, a picture of my debate team. On the second of the two subsections in main point one, through the personal demographic, is the personal assessment. My family consists of my wife, Betsy, who is a counselor at Mays High School in Mays, Kansas, and my two children, Stephen, age 5, and Amzi, age 3. My free time is spent on them and my coaching commitments mostly, but if I do have any true me time, I enjoy golf and fishing. Stephen is to the left, and Amzi is to the right. Main point two is the critical reflection for schools, specifically isolating the special education knowledge and usage of the school that I am in, which is Eisenhower High School. First, we do use IEPs and ISIPs, as well as student resource plans through the 504 of the ADA. We're also members of the Sedgwick County Co-op, which is the cooperative of different special education platforms and logistical implementation mechanisms for schools that don't necessarily have the ability to have their own sort of in-house special education. So some of the smaller districts nearby, like Clearwater and Cheney, as well as Goddard and some others, have access to those. And through the shared resources, we try to best help children. The main point three, the critical reflection with a personal take, being me, the educator, I really try to attend 100% of all meetings, whether it be IEP, SIP, gifted, so on and so forth. And even if I'm going to be gone for something through a sick child or through a coaching commitment, I always try to go back and talk with the case manager and make sure that we're on the same page and I haven't missed any integral information that I need to integrate into daily life for the students. Through my English classes, dealing with things such as test accommodations, or let me see a side of things and how to use different accommodations and needs for services for students. In communications class, which I teach, every freshman must pass in the district. This includes the FAA kids for the functional needs students, which means that we really have a very diverse class there and a lot more integration of needs, even beyond sort of the daily before I started working on the communication side. And through debate, we have a very high percentage of the gifted students, which sort of lets me see the other side of the same special education umbrella and spectrum. Main point four was the improvement plan, which I called No Para Left Behind. I think that the paras that we have are very good, and specifically they make great relationships with students and have a lot to offer, but I feel like I know that I personally, when I was newer to teaching and have seen others, who really don't utilize the paras in a way that could best help the children or really facilitate the paras knowledge. I don't know whether it be pride or trying to feel like you're asking for too much. That's why they're there and they're willing to help. And I know since I've really tried to integrate a lot of the paras knowledge, it's been very helpful. So some things that could be included in this improvement plan for a school that I would be a part of would be mandated teacher para meetings, having logged hours a shared information source, specifically with integrating co-op data, which we don't usually have access to as non-co-op employees. But if they have specific needs that only they can see and that we can't as teachers who are planning the curriculum, it feels like there's sort of a gap there in helping students. And pre-teaching communication with paras. I know a lot of teachers, and as well as I know me more often than I should, am willing to communicate after I've done something, telling a para what I am doing and hoping that they jump on board rather than really a pre-teaching moment to be on the same page. The funding accommodations with this really should be minimal. It's just a question of whether or not you're willing to take the time. I guess one could argue that having some training in how to do this during some professional development would be able to happen, but I don't think other than time trade-off, that funding itself is really a direct accommodation or a need here. And with that, I'm excited for this class and I'm excited to learn. Thank you.